And what is the driving motivation to you? Like you do a lot of stuff. You're into, like I said, you're into motorcycle riding. You go on long motorcycle rides. You are into
Mm-hmm.
education. You do a lot of research, um, and you're very, very close to your students because I know whenever we go out for dinner, you always get students with you out for dinner too. And you are
Yes.
building your own NGO, and I think you have your own company too. I remember you had a social media company that you were running for a bit when you were in college. So what
Mm-hmm.
drives you to do all these things? What is that motivating factor?
Okay, so sometimes, you know what, I question myself. How am I even doing these? No, really. But I think at some point of time, like the crucial time, I would say, like when we lost our dad, all of the family fell a bit, you know. We were doing like very well off, and then suddenly we are like clueless. So that kind of shift created a kind of trauma in everyone's mind. But luckily, we had our mom who was always like putting us up, saying that you need to be independent. So she said we always have to have like a side hobby, which is away from your work. So something which keeps you active but happy also, you know, at workplace sometimes it's tough to do that, right? So you always have to have something which you like. So for example, when I was like 17, I guess I used to love hosting, like doing shows like for anchoring kind of stuff. So I started getting into hosting like for like press meets and some corporate shows, then some events as well. And I loved socializing with the crowd, like you know me, so I love that. I love to talk to people, understand their life. Like if they are like blending in with me, I want to keep them close to me. So I am happy too. So this is one of the reasons you see some of my students with me. So they are like more like family to me because they it's like bonding we develop over work, which makes us think alike and also helps us like grow together. I believe in that concept. I don't want to grow really alone. I want people to grow with me as well. So that's one of the reasons I want the same like-minded people to be with me, so that they can help me also maybe at some point, you know, to correct me or we grow together. But yes, so when I started this hosting and all that stuff, and then I went to Italy, of course it was traveling which made me have that kind of leisure, which made me get back to research. So these were all like I would say something which I love to do, I wanted to do. So at each phase, I selected those. So I wanted to even photograph at some point, and then when I got the time in PhD, I thought that was the easiest to choose, so I chose that. So it just took me like some time to put it into public and show, okay, well, these are what I was doing and all that stuff. But yes, I did what I love to do, and that was like a hobby always. So I keep all these as hobby points, I could say. I don't know. So yeah, but what drives me towards that, I don't know. I wake up with that energy.
Oh,
So
for sure. Like, I've seen you even when I moved to Boca initially, like you and Arjun let me stay in your house for 2 weeks. Like you were always a bundle of energy from morning till
mm,
evening, helping me out with the food and everything. Like, you mentioned an important point, like, having like not only you going forward, but having people, come with you and help them achieve their own goal. It's big thing. What is that quote that I always mention is if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together.
yes.